Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Sunny here, and today we got another global lab. We do this live every Friday at twitch.tv/bprimegaming. Come and watch. We do the deep dive, and this right here is the TLDR version. As always, this entire patch should be out globally next maintenance, so that will be on Thursday. Let's get the elephant out of the room. There is no more class balances in this patch, at least. I'm super disappointed about that. We barely got any class PvE buffs, and apparently last week that was it. I'm super disappointed about that. But there is some really interesting and cool stuff in here as well, and also some weird stuff. So let's dive into it. Let's take a look. There's some quality of life stuff with water roses. This here is a kind of big update for Ranked Arena. Previously, if you were below 800 rating, you got basically practice mode rewards. They are buffing the rewards below 800 a bit from 401 to 800. Now you're going to get this box here, which is the lose reward at 800 plus. That's going to be the win reward. So TLDR, you get 60 million silver per win, more than previously. You still get the 30 tokens like you did before. So 60 million per win below 800. Now this here is awesome. About time PS actually been doing some bug fixes, thank the heavens. The issue where party pings and party chat were not possible when reconnecting after DCing, after leaving, after your game crashes and you finally get to reconnect, has been fixed. So awesome. It was like a double whammy of getting screwed. That's being fixed, and this one right here, hey Kelthy, fixed a bug where if a character dies while searching for a match in Arena Solar, the match will be rejected. They're fixing a bug. There was a big drama about this a couple of weeks ago. Neptunes brought it up and showcased a lot of this stuff. And basically, the way it works right now, the bug they're fixing finally, is when you're joining a match and you get a queue pop-up. If you reject it, then you get like a queue time limit, so you can't just spam no. So what people could do, no names mentioned, right? Is let's say you have two people queuing up together. You queue up Ranked Arena at the same time. One of you get a queue pop. The other guy, if you then killed that person, right? Let's say you were in B or whatever, you could kill that person and the queue would drop and they don't get a penalty. So you could keep queuing up with another person to, I don't know, whatever you want to do with that, right? And you would only then join the game when you both got a pop at the same time. So you could abuse this for win trading, for sniping, for griefing, for feeding, whatever it is, right? Or just playing with friends in ranked, which you're not supposed to. So they're fixing that bug finally. So pretty great seeing them actually fixing some pretty huge bugs for AoS. Now there's some more trading stuff here as well. Some trade routes, available materials have been changed. Required items 1.5, then item requires from 1 to 2 on the golden coral. Right, there's a bit more trading, bartering updates, quality of life stuff, which are really nice as well down below. The big update, we heard about this 2 days ago. So here it is, the changes to the hungers. And this is different than what I expected, but we looked at some numbers and it's actually quite interesting. So let's dive into it. The TLDR is they're just giga buffing the amount of fill stacks you get per hungers. So you need way less hungers to make your fill stacks now. Right, 15 here on the low up, 26, it goes all the way up to like 5 and 4. It's over double at these high ranks how much fill stacks you get. And it's the same for the faint hungers, right? So let's talk quickly about this. What does this actually mean? Well, in terms of math, if you go the optimal route of going from base Charisat to enough Charisat, it will be on average 35 billion silver cheaper now with this, with fill stack cost factored in. It also means the optimal fill stacks are going to change because now it's cheaper getting a higher fill stack, so you have a higher probability and it's worth going those extra miles on the stacks. So we will have updated spreadsheets, we'll post them on Discord, Bayrock is working on it, the man, the legend, link to his channel down below as well. Go and check him out, show some love. But in general, it will be cheaper by a long shot getting like your fill stacks and then your progression. We are looking potentially at like 10% cheaper for progression with this change here on its own. Now it also does another thing, because you just need less hungers to make a fill stack. So in reality, this reduces demand of these items. And one of the problems, the feedback, the complaint people had was they were min listed, they were so hard to sell. So how is this gonna help the market? By reducing demand. And this is where economy comes in. So it's not as simple as that. And literally it's impossible to know right now if this will make them sell better or worse. So there are some factors playing in. Demand will go down because you need less to make your stack. Supply is probably gonna stay the same, right? However, this change with how cheap it becomes will definitely get some of you guys out there that haven't even been using hungers to make stacks be like, well, I'm going to use hungers now because it's literally the best way of doing it. It's so cheap, it's so fast, it's so easy. So there are some people that will now be using hungers that weren't using before. So that will help increase demand. Plus, well, if you get your upgrades cheaper, instead of say paying 200 billion to get an upgrade, you're down to maybe 280 billion. That means you will be starting on your next upgrade faster, which then means you need a new stack sooner. Now, this is obviously like over a long period of time, but that's how it works. A large sample size, a lot of people doing this. So over time, you will be gaining gains cheaper on average, because it will be cheaper. And that means you will need more fill stacks sooner, which then will also increase demand a bit. Now, does that outweigh the like demand reduction? We don't know, but it'll be interesting to see either way. If nothing else, this is a huge buff for people trying to get gains, make progression, and catch up. And it could potentially be a then relative nerf to people that are trying to sell these for profit, the great grind spot, the people that already have a lot of gear. Or it will actually end up selling more, so it will be a buff for everyone. But there's no way of telling that until we get it. But all in all, absolutely huge for anyone trying to upgrade their own gear. Again, we're talking 35 bill less per carry set accessories from base to nuff. So pretty massive, pretty massive. Right, now the golden pick cave is in. And it's not actually a grind spot after all. I'll cover this in depth and we'll talk about it. My first reaction was, but why? I think we all had some expectations, right? They've been talking a lot about this. I like this new idea. I just hate that they have set expectations for the pick cave and then it changed to something completely different. If just had like done the grind spot and then done this stuff here as something else. Yeah. It's weird. It's kind of cool. It's interesting. But I mean, don't fucking set expectation about something and then completely switch it up. Like, just do this, but do it separately. But anyway, this is what it is. It's an event. The best way to explain this is it's going to be a sort of a world boss event, but instead of a boss you kill, it's a grind event. So let's cover it, right? First off, requirements. This is crazy. So it's going to be something for only the most geared players. The recommended AP is 1150. That is the highest in the game of any spot. In comparison, we can go in here and we can look at the highest spots in the game right now. As Force. Recommended is 1100. So this is 50 more AP recommended. Now look at this. Recommended DP at As Forest and they get to Dark Seekers is 540 DP recommended. This place is 640 DP recommended. That is crazy. No, this here is recommended. Now people get this twisted. Recommended and caps are not the same, right? This is recommended AP. This is not the AP soft cap. Right, this is the highest recommended AP in the game. This is 100 more DR recommended than the highest end in the game. Now you can get this because monster DP works, but imagine needing 100 more DR than Dickia 2 as Forest or DSR. So this sounds super crazy, and I'm just gonna throw it out there. This change in DP requirements, even though you can hit this, it's gonna be hard even for the most geared people, and it's gonna be possible for anyone not at the most gear. Plus cheaper fill stacking with this stuff here, it does sort of indicate that like Karazad armors might be coming sometime this year. But again, that could be towards the end of the year or whatever, right? A lot of times the stuff is in prep to it. But anyway, these are recommended stats. Now, what is it? It opens up at random times. This is the only thing we know about the time frame. Is this line here. It opens at random times within a set time frame. So we don't know what that time frame is, and we don't know how often it is. We're gonna have to wait and see. But the TLDRs, it's a world event at a random time. Whenever it happens, you can go there, you get a notification on the server. Everybody gets a notification. You can go there and you can talk to an NPC, and you zone into a zone with monsters and you start grinding. So you start grinding and you kill mobs, right? There's just a bunch of mobs spawning and you grind mobs. And after you kill X amount of mobs, the boss spawns. And then you can kill and fight the boss and you get a seal, right? So you get a seal every time you do that. That is one rotation. And then I believe you can do a new rotation. So kill the buff, and I think the mobs respawn and you can kill them again, kill a new boss. This event can be ongoing for up to 30 minutes. And you get these seals. We don't know what you get from the seals, but we know some of the other rewards. And it's kind of crazy. So you zone in, it's going to be a solo grind. It's like money. There will be nobody else, but there will be other people doing it as well, right? And after X amount of boss kills on your channel, there will be a winner. We don't know if it's completely random who wins, and we don't know, or if it's the guy that has the most rotation clears, the most seals for that event. But there will be a winner. And that guy gets a lot of rewards. And everyone else just, you get the trash in there. The mobs that you kill can drop, we got some rewards here. They have the regular Lanamon like drops, Origins, Crystals, Kaffir Spirit Dots, and trash for 59,000. The winner gets a golden and silver treasure. And in this one here, you get 100 Essence of Dawn, and you get a TED yellow grade accessory box that doesn't have Dibbo or Disto accessories, or the Vaha, right? So this is potentially 15 to 18 billion silver, depending if you can choose here or if it's a random TED accessory. So you get a lot. And quick note about this, it is one person per channel, we believe. Everything is subject to change, but we kind of like look through it and everything. It should be one person per channel. You can't do it on the war channels, and you can't do it on Asha. But the regular channels, right? So depending on the time, maybe there's not a lot of people doing it. Maybe you're the only person on the channel and you should be guaranteed getting it. We don't know how often this is either. But this means that whenever the boss spawns, if there is 20 channels, 20 people will be getting these. So that would be a big influx as well of rewards. Keep in mind, you need Giga Gear for this. So the people that can grind this probably already have enough accessories and will sell it. So it'll be a big influx of the Dawns to the marketplace, which are completely sold out now. You also get some junk loot and gold. And you get showered with you get a golden shower here from the Pig King. Great. Some quick notes, I guess. If a character dies while conducting a raid, you'll be kicked out from it and you will not be able to receive rewards. So don't die. If you end the raid in the Pig Cave or force the ejected, there's a re-entry time. And if you enter it for a long time, you'll be forced to leave. In this case, you will not be able to receive. So don't AFK. There's some quality of life changes here too. Well, not really, it's a nerf. Like, you don't stun people at the same distance, and some message stuff. The Black Temple, there is an issue where the judgments were instant. They are updating some textures. And some bettering quality of life. This stuff is really good. So now you can see how many of these you have in your storage, and you can take them directly out of your storage into your ship inventory. You can also open the marketplace directly from this. You can click on it, takes you straight to the marketplace if you need to buy some of these items. And you can also, whenever you're talking to the stable keeper or Naruto, you can use the control find, so you can search for these items as well easier. Another, I've been told, pretty nice quality of life bug fix. When loading cargo, the maximum number of trade goods that can be held in one bag slot was reduced by 1 compared to before because they exceeded the character's weight limit. This has been fixed. So apparently you could have 1 less item because of weight issues. Other than that, there is not really anything huge. Some changes to appearance, bug fixes, all that. Yeah, I'm super disappointed personally, there's no class changes, but I wasn't expecting much from today's patch. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you all in the next one.